Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. Happy Saturday. So today, I want to talk about the photography exhibition I was at in Denver a couple of weekends ago, and there were book publishers there. And I said, hey, I'd like to talk to you about how to get my work into book form and how do I submit a book proposal. And several of them said sort of the same thing. The book market isn't what it used to be. It used to be that you would print 20,000 copies of a book, and the first 7 or 8,000 would be automatically bought by all the local libraries in all the states in the US, and some from around the world. And you could guarantee it, you're going to have some sales, and then you could go and promote it as a book and book tours and those kinds of things, and you could make a profitable book. But now the model is different, and maybe the model doesn't even work, because right now they said you probably have to put in between $10,000 and $30,000 of your own money, and they will print a smaller number, and of that number they will give you books, and it's your job to work and sell them. So when you do workshops, you do talks, you do exhibitions, you're peddling your own book because they don't want to sell it, or they can't sell it. They said unless you're like in the top tier of book sales, even if you could sell a lot of books locally, Barnes & Noble doesn't want you. Barnes & Noble only wants to take publishers that publish somebody who can sell everywhere. And if they can't sell everywhere, they don't want them. So it seems to me, in the old days, we always thought that books were the way that you create your legacy. Books are the thing that we hold on to keep it so that we can always have our work in existence. And now I question whether that model has turned and it's no longer the best way. And that doesn't mean I'm not a fan of print, because I am. But I wonder if we need to supplement it with a new model. So my idea, and I registered a domain called photographyzines.com, because the word zine seems to be the thing that a lot of photographers are publishing now. Small books, chapbooks, small magazine style. I was at the LA book fair a couple of years ago, and it was absolutely packed with people. And there were many photographers from Japan and all around the world at that fair, and they're selling their zines. And those zines are printed photographs. And some of them have had pretty good runs, and they've sold a lot of those online. They sell them in person. My question is, could we make that the new way that we get the work out? So say I put together a zine. It's 40 photographs or 80 photographs, say 80 photographs from my Longmont Lake project. And I put that together, and I have this zine, this book, this thing that's available to purchase. You could buy it as a PDF. You could buy it as an actual book on demand printing. Or maybe you could just look at it online. My vision is simple. You go to this bookstore called photographyzines.com, and you search by genre of photography you want to look at. Do you want to look at street? Do you want to look at nature? Do you want to look at journalism? What do you want to look at? And then under that, the photographers who have work that's available are then placed in that category. And now under street, you see this person and that person, this person, my work, and then you can say, oh, I want to see that book called Street Life. And I think there should be 3 versions of it. You can look at the whole thing online right now for free. But there's no download. It's just an online publication. Or you can download a PDF of it. And it might cost a small amount of money. The photographer sets the price. Or you could buy a print of that book or that magazine, and you could have that sent to you from the publisher. So 3 ways. But all 3 ways are getting our work seen by new viewers. And maybe it becomes a thing to have a collection of digital PDFs of the best photographers that we're finding and discovering and getting inspired by. And also supporting, because maybe a PDF is $5 or $10, and we're supporting photographers making photography and selling work. See, even if a photographer were to, my Longmont Lake project, if I were to say I'm going to put it out in zine form and I make it available for free online and it's a PDF, but then as a book, even if 10 people bought it, that's 10 people that wouldn't have bought it otherwise. That's 10 books that are in existence that would not exist if it weren't for some new model that offers a way to see work now, see it electronically, and still have a place to print it. Because in my estimation, the print is the thing that matters, and the print is the thing that will last. The PDF will get lost in a computer someday. The computer won't boot up, but the print is the thing that will last. But it allows photographers of all levels to get out and start making work in print now. They can build the work in Blurb or Mixum or any of the online publishers that they want to work with. And then the way this website would work is when you want to buy the PDF sale goes back to whatever publisher they used. Or the book sale goes to whatever publisher they used. Because I don't envision this photography zine library being a library with its own sales. I just think of it as a portal, kind of like Amazon for photographers. But then once you click it, you leave and you go and buy it wherever the photographer is selling it from. And that way we don't have to be publishers. We don't have to build a commerce site. We can just have a place where we can deliver stuff. We can draw people in, and then we can have them find photographers, and they can have access to how they could either save work, see work, or order work in print form. So I don't know if that's the best answer. It's a start of an answer. I thought about, there's a great movie called The Secret Lives of Altar Boys, and Kieran Culkin is in it, and Emil Hirsch, I think, is the other one. And they're walking, or they're riding their bikes along a road, and they see that there's a dog down. A dog has been hit by a car. And one says, "Oh no, we've got to do something. We've got to get someone. Someone's got to help it." And the other one says, "We are someone. We have to help it. It's our job." So maybe it's our job not to say, well, we need to see the industry change into something new. We have to make it into something new. And it's our choice. And it's our responsibility to start something and find something now that we can say, okay, I have an idea. Even if it's not perfect, we'll tailor it and we'll mold it as we go, but we have to start somewhere. So maybe this will start it. All right, that's today's Photography Talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks to all my supporters. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next Saturday. As always, here's the good light.